Hello folks, this is Ray and I'm the instructor for this Math 252 course that you all are taking, and I wanted to just kind of supplement this journal assignment here, this Calc2 booklet that you're going to create and hopefully be able to create for as a repository of things for the rest of your class. And that's one of the objectives here, is that I want this to be a place where you can keep things, and also for you to be able to access beyond this course. After this course, maybe it might be good to have this repository of work that you've done, that you've worked hard for. So here is the set of instructions, and we're going to do things using Google Docs and our Google Drive. And you should have Google Drive because you should be in the my.smccd.edu account, and I use Chrome. That makes things a lot easier. So I'm signed in as with my.smccd account, and so once I'm signed in, I just sign in to get into my email, and then I can get to my Google Drive as well. So the instructions are to log into your account and then access your Google Drive. And then from there, create a folder. And this is a suggestion. You don't have to create this folder, but having this folder would kind of put everything in a place that's not going to be scattered all over your drive. Now, if you've never used your Google Drive, then you're probably not going to have anything in your Google Drive. So it looks like it might just be okay to put a bunch of files in your main drive, but in case you start to think about using this for other classes, it might be good to create your own folder. And by having that folder shareable, everything in there will automatically be shareable to whatever you want it to be. So here it's just going to be viewable by anybody who has a Skyline, Cañada, or CSM account. And then so that's the idea. So let me show you how that would be done. Get into your Google Drive. This is my Google Drive. I already have folders all set up for different things, but I'm going to go ahead and start this with a new folder. Math 252 maybe would be a good name for this folder. I'll create it. And so now I have this folder that I just created. What I'm going to do is highlight it, or I can click on the more actions here, or I can right click, or I can just, once I know it's highlighted, I can go to this plus share button. So I'm going to click on that, and this is me, the owner, and I want this to be shareable to anybody who has a Skyline, Cañada, or CSM account. And then viewer is good enough. You can have it commentator or commenter or editor, but I think viewer will be enough. And all I want to do is be able to view your work, and I'll click on done. So now everything that's gonna be in here will automatically be viewable. And all you need to do, I just double click to get in. All you need to do is copy the link and share it with me when you submit things. All right, so I got my drive all set up. And now let's go to the next step. In your Google Drive, click on plus new and go to Google Slides. Click on the right arrow and select from template. So let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna go in here. I'm in my drive, and more specifically in the folder I just created. I'm going to go to new and go to Google Slides. And if I go to Google Slides, I'm not going to see anything unless I go to the right arrow, and then I'm going to click from a template. All right, so since this folder is already set up to automatically be shareable, it's going to ask you, do you want to create something that you're planning to share with the people in this, who's going to be part of this folder sharing? And you're going to say yes. All right. And so there are a couple of choices here. There's a Skyline Cañada CSM or the general. We're going to go to Skyline Cañada CSM and we're going to look for Calc2 booklet. So let's click on that. And then now this is your Calc2 booklet. All right. Go back to the instructions. Change your name to your actual name in the first 3 slides. And then let's do that first. Actually, I forgot to have you change this. I do want you to change this name, the name, by clicking up on top here, and I'll change the instructions. Click on top here, m252-calc2book, and then I'm gonna highlight template and press backspace or delete. And then I will type in my last name first and then my first name. I'll take initial, but I think it's better if you put your first whole name in case there's other people with the same last name. All right, so that is the title of this booklet. So if you close this accidentally or on purpose, you can see your booklet in that drive. Okay. So let's go back and open that booklet. And our next instructions is to change your name to your name. So this is your name here. I'm going to change that. And then I'm going to go to the second slide, and there's the your name here. I'm just going to do select all, or I click 3 times really quickly, and that highlighted everything. And type your name there. And I should have done this where you change it one time and then it changes for everything, but I didn't, so you'll have to change everything. So that's the next step. Okay, now slide 4 is regarding your assignment 2, your Calc 1 experience. Copy a paragraph of it and paste it. All right, so I'm hoping you did that already, and whether you did that as an assignment that you saved on your computer or an assignment that you did somewhere else and then made into a PDF, I'm going to want you to upload that PDF onto your Google Drive in here. Again, this is set up so I don't have, I forgot to do my my journal assignment about my math background, so I'm going to make one up really quick. I'm going to say I like math. I'll just say this is journal number 2, Calc 1 experience, and then whatever else you need to put there. So save it as whatever you want to save it as. Lapuz R _ J2. That's usually what I like to call things. And then I'll go ahead and save this as I asked you to do, right? To save as a PDF. I think I need to download it as a PDF and then re-upload it. So I will say this is my math autobiography. Now I just had it saved. I'm going to go back to my drive, and then I will take my saved PDF and drag it onto my drive, and now it's there. So this is automatically shareable. This is shared already, and so now it's in my drive. Okay, let's go back to the instructions. In slide 4, copy the first paragraph and paste it onto the text box to the right. So I only have one paragraph. Maybe I'll make 2 paragraphs. I took math a long time ago. Your math autobiography will be a lot more detailed, right? So according to the instructions, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it onto my fourth slide right here, small excerpt. So I'm going to paste it there. It looks kind of small, so I think maybe I'll adjust it a little bit. I'll make it a little bit bigger, make it bold, and whatever you want to do, center it. And maybe if you had a lot more to say than I did in your first paragraph or first couple of sentences, you might want to have the font size to be an appropriate size so that it would fit there in the box. Okay, next is to link the file. So I can put it here, link to the PDF file. And the way you link files is you highlight, and then I hit Control K, but I think you can insert, and then there should be a link. I'm sorry. It's under Insert and Link. There's Control K if you're used to that. And then I want to link my file there. So I'm going to go back to my Google Drive, and here is my file. So this is how we're going to be able to access these things or share the access to this thing. You can go to the button again, the sharing button, or you can do a right click. I'm going to go to the sharing button while that's highlighted. And then it says here, general access, Skyline, Cañada, and CSM are viewers if you're logged into that account. I'm gonna click on copy link. So that's the part that you want, copy link. And then if you see, when you click this, you should see this right away, link copied, and then it'll disappear. So once that's done, I'll hit done, and I'll go back to my slideshow, and here I already started that process where I'm gonna insert a link, and I'm gonna insert the link here. I'm just gonna paste it, and so I'll apply. So now this is a link to your journal assignment number 2. Okay. All right, so here are the steps we just took. We upload the journal assignment to your Google Drive, and then you put it in the folder, and then everything in there is going to be shareable, and then you put that link in your text box. All right, and then slide number 5 reflects back to the bridge between Calc 1 and Calc 2. So basically the first chapter that we did, that we kind of had a crash course in, and so let's take a look at that. So this is slide number 5, chapter 2, Riemann sums. And the chapter, when it says chapter 1, chapter 2, it refers to the table of contents here, and here are the chapter marks. So that's why it's called chapter 1, chapter 2, etc. Anyways, for the Riemann sum, search and create an image that's represented by Riemann sum, paste it here. If you're an artist, by all means, please draw something Riemann sum related. I'm just going to quickly Google Riemann sums and find an interesting image. And it might be good if you actually cite where you get this from. And so I'm just going to randomly pick, let's say, ooh, this is cool. Anyways, I'll pick this one. And I will copy the image and go back to Google Drive, and I'll paste the image here. I'll delete it first and paste the image. Oops, it kind of didn't go there. I'm going to move it. So you can move, resize things so that it'll fit. And an always good thing to do when you copy things from the internet is to cite it. So I actually copied it from here, and I'm going to go ahead and copy the link there. go back to my booklet and maybe do a little citation down here. There was a text box in here somewhere. There it goes. I'll just shrink that text box and I'll add my citation there. And usually if you put your cursor at the end, or once you've pasted it, you could just do one space bar and then it'll automatically link to that site. All right. And that's it. So once you're done with this, you don't have to, it automatically saves. I will go back to my Google Drive and I will share this by copying the link, and then that's what I will submit as my URL. Okay. All right. If you are interested in extra credit, go to the extra credit, and here it's actually going to ask you to create a document, and then just like we created my math journal assignment, or my my journal 2, my calculus experience, then I would link that file to this, and then that will be my extra credit journal assignment. And that extra credit is going to go towards your exam. All right, and just as a preview, you will have journal assignment number 5, where it's going to ask you to write down applications to integrals. And so this will be a journal assignment that I will ask you to add on to this, your repository of your work, as well as having a separate file that has this information for this journal number 5. And then the other journals are the same. Journal number 5, journal number 6, journal number 9, and journal number 10. There's a couple of other slides left here. The last slide is to ask you to do submit, or what do you call it? Have links to the videos that you created. As part of this class, we have these SLO videos, and this will be something to do for later as a part of your booklet. And I know you don't have 9 videos to do. You're probably going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 videos that you'll have to do. So you can just eliminate and replace images as needed. And then that's the end. Okay, so those are things that you'll eventually have to do. But for now, I want you to change your names in the first, second, and third slides. In the fourth slide, I want you to link your math autobiography. And in the 5th slide, I want you to insert a picture of a Riemann sum type thing. That actually isn't a Riemann sum. I prefer the rectangles, and so this is just the area. In any case, you can decide. And then if you decide that you do the extra credit assignment, you do it on a separate document, and then you're going to link here to your booklet. Okay, that's it. I hope that helps. Good luck and have fun.